Green Urban Project here. I want to show you some of my garage sale finds over the last 2 weeks. I have a G-Shock watch here. When I was negotiating for the price for this watch, the lady wanted $5. Nothing was working on the watch. I knew that it was an atomic solar watch. I figured that once I got it in the sun and got a full charge on it that I could get it to work. So right now it's still in the charge mode, so I'll let you know how things go. But for $1, talked her down to $1 and was able to pick up this watch. Also this watch here to the left, I picked that up for $1. It needs a battery, so even if this watch doesn't work, I still got a good deal on it, I feel, because this watch retails for $150 to $80 depending on where you get it. It doesn't have any scratches on it. It's in very good shape, and hopefully I get some good service out of that one. Got a collapsible camping cup with some more camping gear. I was able to pick up this and some pots and pans for about $3. Got a lot of equipment. I'm not going to even show it to you, but it was all for $3. Camping equipment is something that you can really find at garage sales. The watches I actually were able to pick up at an estate sale, and got a really good price on that, I felt. Also got a hole punch here. A lot of times I'm working at the house. My kids take mine and take it wherever. So this one's going to go on my desk and it's going to stay there. Also, swing line stapler. This is real metal. Got this one at an actual thrift store. I wanted to keep the prices on here so that you guys could really see what I'm actually paying for stuff. I think a lot of times, maybe people don't believe me, but here, this is a metal stapler. It's 79 cents. That's $20 at Home Depot all day. Not Home Depot, but Office Depot, excuse me, all day. So, this is a really good stapler. Plus, it's got staples already in it. It works. So that should last me a lifetime. Just spend some time at garage sales, estate sales. You can really find some really good deals. It's a garage sale find, 25-cent knife. It's a knockoff, of course, but this will go into like a first aid kit. This will go into like one of my first aid kits that I'm going to create. And speaking of first aid kits, here's one that I found today. This is a racquetball holder. And I picked this up for 50 cents. And the reason I was interested in it is because the safety yellow there. The safety yellow, and you can see it's got a actual O-ring around it. So that should make it pretty good for waterproofing it. And also you can see it's pretty deep. So I'll be able to get a lot of material in there. I'll make this into a first aid kit. And none of this stuff has been cleaned up. Like I said, I paid 50 cents for it. I wanted to show you that, hey, I just got this straight from the garage sale. It's not something I picked up at Walmart. So it's not new, but the price is right. And if you're willing to do a little cleanup work, you can get some really good deals. Like I said, I'll probably make this into a first aid kit. So I'll put the knife in there, cheap knife like I just purchased, along with some other supplies. Be a good little survival kit. It's probably about, the length is probably about 6 inches long. The depth here is probably about 2 inches deep here. So it's a racquetball saver. I've never seen anything like that. But I was thinking about it as just a little kit that I can put in the car and leave it in the car and not have to worry about it. The other thing that I like about this is that I can put it in a cup holder. Put it in a cup holder in the back portion of my truck, and don't have to worry about moving it. Or I could throw it into the actual glove box. But I was thinking about putting it in the back of the cup holder in the back of my truck because nobody sits back there anyway. So that's my idea for that. Also, salt and pepper shakers. Salt and pepper here. Salt and peppers here. Okay, not a rapper. I don't care, but I do like salt and pepper. Got these for $2.50 each. This is a silver plated, so they'll clean up really nice. If you go to YouTube and look up how to clean up silver, it's a no-brainer. This will clean up very nicely, very quickly. So just YouTube that. I'm not going to talk too much about that, but this will clean up very nice. So if I want to have a real fancy dinner with the family, I can do that. And also, if you haven't figured it out, I'm a radio nut. I like radios. I used to have several radios and kind of sold some off, but I'm getting back into the hobby of collecting radios. If you've seen my videos before, you've seen that I've purchased some radios for pretty much nothing, and I've also received some that were free that were in perfectly good shape. One that I showcased once before was a hand crank radio. This also is a hand crank radio, and I got this one at a thrift store. I left the price on there because I wanted to show you once again, hey, there are some great deals out there if you go out there. $2.98. Can't beat that. It's also solar powered, so we'll charge by solar. Have a button here which will turn on flashlight. Okay, it's got 3 LED flashlights, so pretty cool. I've had this charging in the window for about maybe 2 hours, and there's some people that have already done some YouTube videos over this particular item. They say that about 90 cranks will give you like 20 minutes of playtime, and about 3 to 5 hours in the sunlight, I believe, will give you I think it was like 2 hours or so of actual radio play. Not quite sure about that, but you can look it up. People have already done some videos on that. It has the weather band, has AM, FM, and looks like it's pretty cool. It's in pretty good shape. I was kind of looking at it, and I instantly snatched it up. It's got your antenna here, and that's something I want to tell you. If you're actually at a thrift store, it's better to pick something up and hold it in your hand and carry it around than to say, oh, I'm going to go back and pick it up later, because I promise you somebody will pick it up. It's in pretty good shape. Doesn't seem to have very many scratches or scuffs on it, so I can tell it receives some light use, if any. Also, it has a section here where that you can put in your headphones. Anytime you really want to save your battery life or whatever, use your headphones. Also has a USB charger here where you can charge a cell phone. So I'm going to experiment with that. I've seen some people's videos and they say that it does work. I think you are supposed to crank it for like 15 minutes to get 1 minute of talk time, something like that. So I guess if it was an emergency situation, 60 seconds is a lot better than not having any use if you really were in a bad way there. So, but a little Van Halen. That'll work. Okay, we'll put that over there for now. Anyway, also picked up some binoculars here. It's got a little bit of grime on it. That should clean up pretty good. I'd say that I don't know who made them. You can see it's the glass is in very good shape, no scratches. But I'd say it's probably like a 3 power. Binoculars are something that I collect, and I'd say that just from guessing, this is probably like a 3 or a 4 power, probably like a 3x25. They do work, they do focus. They also came with a little case. Picked this up for 50 cents, so thought that was great deal. Great deal. Picked that at 50 cents. And the last item here that I picked up is another radio. It's $4.95. I collect old radios like I stated earlier. Has the original case, and it is a silver tone. Sears used to make these. It's an old radio. I'm assuming this is probably from, probably the early 60s, late 50s. And it's It's in great shape for a radio as old as it is. And you take this off, and that's where the battery would go in. I looked at the connectors. They look like it was in pretty good shape. But this is something that I would never really try and listen to or turn it on. I just collect stuff like this. They're inexpensive. They're getting harder to find. And to me, it's just a little fun little hobby. So it's in pretty good shape. Okay. Well, just want to kind of share with you some of my latest finds, and I encourage you, once again, get out there, search your neighborhoods. I track out a radius of no further than 3 miles from my home. I'm in an urban area, so I pretty much have a little path. I start at about 7:30 in the morning on Saturdays. I do my little path, and I hit all the garage sales, all the estate sales, make it back to my home and share with you my finds. So this is GUP out. To all my subscribers, thank you for subscribing, and I appreciate everybody's kind words and encouragement. I just want to make sure that you understand that if you're into trying to prepare for emergencies, get out there, go to garage sales. You can find some really great gear.